weekends. Like a lot of Perth people, we'd spend weekends with friends down in the Margaret River region. And it happened to be Easter in '98. And we were sitting around thinking we really should take advantage of what's happening in this amazing sort of wine food region. The concept of chocolate came up over a few red wines. We basically had to borrow everything in the first place. And we went out to a few banks with our crazy idea. And you know, Bank West, they were the ones who probably thought we were least crazy and ended up being the bank that was there to support us. So day one, we opened the doors. The people came pouring in. We'd expected, you know, a couple of hundred tops, but by the end of the day, 2,000 people had come through the doors. They'd stripped the place clean like a plague of locusts. We had our mums and our grandparents and everyone in the storeroom that night, madly packing more chocolate to open the next day. They came back through the next day, same thing happened, and it's kept happening ever since. So obviously, very busy time of year for us. We've just been through school holidays. There's been a lot going on. We're really just sort of replenishing the supplies now, ready for the next peak season.
Martin Black and his team here at the chocolate factory, they've come up with a particular idea. They've started small, honed in on a particular market and grown that business from there.
So we buy in the raw material, the raw couverture, and then these guys work their magic with it.
This is one of my truffles. It's a blueberry truffle. We used real blueberries, actually made in this mould here. So I'm just filling up the chocolate mould with chocolate, scraping off the excess, tipped out, vibrated on the vibrator, and then filled with the blueberry ganache, scraped off with milk couverture, and that's the end result right there. Beautiful blueberry filling.
The marketing secret has really been the product itself. You don't have to sell good chocolate too hard. We'll have people who've been travelling around Australia and stopped at our factory, and they'll write to us when they get home to Queensland or to Coffs Harbour, and they'll say, "I love your dark ginger. Can you please send me, you know, 3 bags of your dark ginger?" This is where we chocolate coat. Speaking of the devil, here's Matt. Matt's got some of our Turkish Delight. This is a truffle filling which we've been working on for about 6 months to try and replicate that very special Turkish Delight flavour you get in a Lebanese type shop. They go through this machine. The chocolate in this machine is at the right temperature. It comes out the other side through the chocolate blanket, and you have your perfectly coated pieces of Turkish Delight. And what's popping out at the end here is the perfectly set chocolate. It's got the right sheen, it's got the right consistency. Some of them go straight onto the big trays out the front, and that's your chocolate ready to sell. Excellent. I might join you. Very good. Cheers. Cheers. The Margaret River factory opened in May 1999, and pretty much straight away we knew that we'd stumbled across, you know, a winning formula. You know, so it was only 6 months later that we bought the site for the Margaret River Chocolate Factory Swan Valley, and within 12 months we had another chocolate factory on our hands.
WA is full of entrepreneurs. It's one of the biggest per capita in Australia, and we're very supportive of West Australian businesses with new ventures, new ideas.
I guess we're the definitive entrepreneurial business. We were trying to do something, you know, very much left of field in an area which was building a reputation but didn't have a proven track record. So, you know, they shared that entrepreneurial sort of spirit, and I think it's something that Bank West does very well. There was certainly a lot of pressure on in those early days. Margaret River was much bigger and busier and much more demanding than we thought it would be, in a good way.
We're lucky at Bank West. We're a strong West Australian-based bank. We have local guys on the ground that have credit experience. They'll be able to look at the business and help the guys through.
We're currently about to do our biggest development to date. You know, it's the biggest borrowings we've ever undertaken and the biggest single project we've ever undertaken. We've historically always gone out to market. Bank West, once again though, they've trumped everyone, and when that rolls out in the next few months, it's Bank West that will be funding it, and it's Bank West that will have made it a reality.
And now we're very excited to be fully involved in his new expansion that they're going into. They've got a lot of plans happening, and we're just very, very proud to be joining Martin and his team on this new venture and support them all along the way again, as we have done from 1999.
We really didn't think we'd get this one off the ground. We were pushing the envelope, but they're behind us 100%.